YouTube, Dragnedian here. This is basically going to be my first impressions video of the new killer. I literally just turned the PTB on. Have not played her yet, or them. It's the twins. So right off the bat, cosmetically, this is just cosmetically, I like it. Okay, she's got some type of leg. The weapon's cool. It's like a big scythe. They look like they're not from this time era. Actually, is this a boy? Is this like a grown-up boy and like a little baby boy? Or is this supposed to be a female? I don't know. Anyway, but they don't look like they're from this timeline. So, let's look at the lore here. A pair of conjoined twins, Charlotte and Victor. Okay, so she is a girl. Deshays formed an emotional bond like none other, the unlikeliness of their successful birth in the 17th century. Okay, so they're from the 1600s. Gotcha. Could be described as miraculous. Yet it immediately brought about their life of persecution. The twins emerge with Victor's lower body fixated into a chest of his sister's, legs twisted around her muscles and organs. He was smaller than Charlotte, grown as if he were an appendage of her body rather than a full form of a boy. As the newborn screeched, so did the midwife who delivered them, running from the home, yelling of a demons birthed by a witch. So began a hunting of Charlotte, Victor, and their mother, Madeline. Okay, that sounds awesome. I'm not going to read the rest. You guys can read the rest on your own time. Let's look at the perks. So we have coup de grace. As the end nears, you go in for the kill. Each time a generator is completed, coup de grace grows in power, gain a token. Consume one token to increase the distance of your next lunge attack by 60%. Okay. So without playing it, without seeing the function, each time a generator is completed, coup de grace grows in power, gain a token. So what? Top 5 tokens. Consume one token to increase the distance of your next lunge attack by 60%. So if I do a lunge attack, is it going to use up a token automatically, or is there a special button I need to press? But either way, this doesn't sound that good. Because, again, it's dependable upon survivors and their actions. Getting extra distance for a lunge attack. Like 60% is like a crazy number. But this is going to be one of them perks like we're not going to know until we play it. Really, like how good it is. But I do not like perks that have limited uses or that have to do with survivor actions and not my actions. So, again, there will be no gameplay in this video. This is just my initial thoughts on the twins. So we got Hoarder. You protect what little you have and are perceptive to those rummaging through your stockpiles. Receive a loud noise notification when survivors interact with a chest or when they pick up an item within 24 meters of your location. The trial begins with up to 2 additional chests in the environment. The rarity of the items found in all chests is decreased. Okay. So this also doesn't sound that good. It lets me know when people are going through chests at 24 meters. 24 meters is basically like if you have nurses calling. And again, I don't know why behavior does this, but basically this is giving extra stuff to the survivors just because I'm using a perk. They get 2 extra chests. Now, yes, there's a debuff that all the chests have like decreased rarity in items, but still, a brown toolbox in a pinch is still a brown toolbox. A brown medkit is still a brown medkit. You guys know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. This doesn't sound that good to me. But again, we'll see how it plays. Okay, oppression. Life has been difficult for you, so you'll make it difficult for your others. That's fair. When you damage a generator, up to 3 other random generators also begin regressing. If the affected generators are being repaired, any survivor repairing them receives a difficult skill check. Oppression has a cooldown of 120 seconds. Okay, this sounds awesome. This just sounds awesome. This is their best perk. Okay, without thinking about builds, just slapping on. This sounds like the best perk. I want to know what the tier 3 oppression is. Like, what's the actual cooldown? Is it 60 seconds? Because 120 seconds is 2 minutes. You know what I mean? If they're spread out, they can get 2 gens done. And how difficult is this skill check? Is it just an overcharge skill check? Because if it's just an overcharge skill check, my excitement is not as high as what I just sounded like. Because you guys know at high red ranks, the overcharge cooldown, nobody runs overcharge at high ranks because you can hit that stuff just fine. I'm going to go to custom games actually real quick here, because this will answer our questions. Okay, 80 seconds is the cooldown for oppression. All right. Again, getting extra 3 generators to like be regressed and stuff is cool, but what could we put this with to help people get off generators? You know what I mean? Also, we didn't look at her base movement speed. Okay, her base movement speed is 4.6. Okay, so it's basic and 32 meters. So interesting. Okay, you guys are probably like, why is he looking at perks? Okay, the power, blood bond. Though forever bound through blood and trauma, the twins have been granted the power to separate from their shared body. Okay. Together they hunt as brother and sister, doubling their threat to survivors. Interesting. Special ability, Blood Bond. Press and hold the power button to unleash Victor. Swap control between Charlotte and Victor by tapping the ability button. While left on his own, Victor will trigger Killer Instinct, revealing to Charlotte the outline of survivors who are walking or running near him. Survivors who can hear Victor's shrieks are susceptible. However, Victor can be crushed by survivors while Charlotte is being controlled. If crushed, Victor will regrow on Charlotte after some time have passed. Okay, that's interesting. What does it mean crushed? Do like survivors have to run over him, or do they have to like, is it another gauge filling simulator we're doing? Special attack pounce. While controlling Victor, hold the ability button to charge a pounce and tap the attack button to unleash it. Successfully landing a pounce deals damage to the survivor. If the survivor was at full health, Victor will latch on. While latched on, the survivor will be afflicted with the broken, oblivious, and incapacitated status effect. They will be unable to enter lockers or leave through an exit gate, and auras of nearby survivors will be revealed. The survivor can crush Victor while he's latched onto them by completing the remove action. If Victor misses his pounce, he is momentarily vulnerable and can be crushed by survivor. If Victor lands on an obstacle taller than himself, he will be destroyed. Okay, like, how long does this remove action take? You know what I mean? That's my big question right now that we'll have to see. Because you latch onto somebody, I'm imagining you're switching back to Charlotte. Where's the distance located here? I got a lot of questions. You guys will have to watch the next video to see me play Charlotte. But one thing I'm going to say right off the bat, thank God this is not a rehash of something already in the game. This sounds like Victor's got his own AI a little bit. I'm wondering how looping is going to go. Like, what does Charlotte do if you switch to Victor? Does she just stand there? Like, what are we talking here? Let's look at add-ons. Here, iridescent pendant. If a survivor crushes Victor while he's idle, they suffer from exposed status effect for 12 seconds. Okay, that could actually be really strong. You could bait people into crushing him, and then boom, they're one shot. Whoops. Charlotte is granted the undetectable status effect for 12 seconds after waking from idle state. Okay, so I guess we're answering our own questions here. It sounds like they just stand there when you're controlling the other one. Drop of perfume. Survivors with the radius of Victor's shriek suffer from oblivious status effect. Oblivious is strong, so what if they were on a jungle gym? You shoot Victor in there, switch back to Charlotte, go in oblivious. I don't know. Maybe we can do something like that. Forest Dew moderately increases Victor's speed. Okay. Moderately increase the time it takes for survivors to remove Victor. Spinning top. That actually might be strong. Again, we don't know how long that actually takes. Victor's Soldier. If a survivor crushes Victor while he's idle, their aura is revealed for 6 seconds. Okay. Madeline's Scarf. Slightly increase Victor's speed. We got Rusted Needle. Survivors who remove Victor suffer from hemorrhaging status effect. Again, useless. Hemorrhaging is stupid. It doesn't do anything. It's not like nobody runs hemorrhage shit. Slightly increase the time it takes for survivors to remove Victor. Okay. Slightly decrease the cooldown of Pounce. Survivors who remove Victor suffer from the broken status effect. That's good. Broken's good. Survivors who remove Victor suffer from blindness. Blindness is alright. Slightly decrease the time it takes for Charlotte to be awoken from her dormant state. Okay. Victor's shriek stops when Pounce is fully charged. Interesting. And slightly increase the time needed for survivors to crush Victor. Moderately increase the radius of Victor's shriek. Display the target location of Pounce. I think you're just going to learn that. Why would you use that? Slightly decrease the radius of Victor's shriek. Moderately decrease the time for Victor to separate from Charlotte. And slightly decrease the time to charge your Pounce. Alright, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I mean, her iridescents don't sound bad. So, I don't know. I'm excited to play her. The next video will be me playing her for the first time. So, come back for that. You guys can catch me on Twitch. I'm excited. She looks pretty cool. Look at that face. She's upset. She's upset.